What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Reviews. I'm Steve Trezza.
Scott Burnett.
Ed Good.
Devin Burke. And we're reviewing Arrow, entitled The Fallen. So, it's a good. I thought it was a great episode.
I thought it was a great episode.
Fucking loved this.
I thought it was just okay.
Well, that's just because
you're
Devin's Arrow bias. So anyway, what happened?
We start off. Thea succumbs to her injuries from last week, and really like what?
No, it's just like succumbs, like she got stabbed through the chest.
Yeah, but she was
the diaphragm. Diaphragm.
So, Ollie finds her and he rushes to the hospital. Good, great job, Stephen Amell, because I thought his acting range wasn't too far.
Yeah,
but he really pulled off.
Pretty good actor.
He pulled off being really concerned about his sister.
Yep.
Doctor's we did everything we could, but
what I liked was how when they said that, he didn't go into standard television show rage more you didn't do everything. Yeah. Don't act like that. Don't tell me that it's her end. He was just oh shit.
Yeah, I fucked up. He took 100% responsibility for it. Then Merlin tells him that there's a way to
get
her back.
Hey, Devin, what's
that way?
All right. No, I want you to say it out loud.
What did they put?
They say fucking Lazarus Pit.
Yo!
Can we cut here? Giggle going, Lazarus like the Bible?
Lazarus as in from the Bible? Lazarus?
No, that's the thing. They said it several times because I swear, none throughout the other episodes had they mentioned the word Lazarus once. In this episode, they said 10 times.
Yeah.
No, but even in Roz's lair, when he's washing his hands, hey Roz, you done with that mystic water or whatever? That's all they said was just mystical.
And what is he, Billy Mays? When he's just I'm gonna wash my hands in the Lazarus Pit for $29.99. You can do. And he's watching it. We have no reason to mention. He's washing my hands in the Lazarus Pit. He's not gonna narrate his life in song. There's no reason for them to say it up until now.
Now you're clean with the power of primordial ooze.
To be honest, I actually want that now.
An Arrow musical.
The purpose of them constantly saying Lazarus Pit was to
really hammer it home.
We're
dumb as a viewer.
And give the fans what they wanted. Yes, we are acknowledging.
Did they also say no, there is no Lazarus Pit this season or anything like that?
No.
Stephen Amell said that they did not use Lazarus Pit for him to come back from his injury.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How did whatever? I don't know. Magic did.
Anyway, so Merlin's hey, there's a way to get her back, but the Lazarus Pit changes people. And Merlin is kind of trying to convince.
And he even says this is what Roz has used to survive, keep himself alive for over 100 years.
That's crazy. Yeah. And in an episode where you get Malcolm Merlin as the voice of reason, that you are bought a one-way ticket to Crazy Town because Merlin's fucking insane, and if he's the one trying to keep you on track, there's a lot of train references that he's you're kind of off the rails. Boom.
The team goes to Nanda Parbat.
Which is how much money is he spending on these plane trips to Nanda Parbat?
Well, no, they used Merlin's private jet, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody's spending money.
No, they used Ray's private jet.
That's right, Ray's private jet.
They used Ray.
How
they all piled on the
private jets?
They did use Ray because Felicity broke up with them. And then she's by the way, we need your jet, and I'll see you later. I'm going to go bang off of her at Nanda Parbat while we use your private jet to get there.
We get Felicity.
Love you too.
I'm calling them Felicity because they're together and that's their celebrity.
So one thing that I liked was when they showed up to Nanda Parbat, you had the whole league
all of the league
waiting.
You see the scale of the league too.
Oh, my favorite part is what's all these? And then they just see a crowd of them they were walking. They didn't see them from a distance away. It's just didn't notice it until the camera does it.
All right, here's the point I was gonna make with that. You see the league, they have their standard banners and stuff like that, and it looks like either A, they're there to greet him, or B,
they're there to intimidate him.
They're to fight him. So it's kind of they're lined up to either greet him ceremoniously, but if he's coming in guns blazing, they're there for
they did
war.
last time with Daigle and his fucking assault rifle.
So, I thought it was very... the way they set up, it looked like it could be either way. Yeah. It reminded me of, Helm's Deep, that sort of thing. It was
the orcs were there to kill them. There was no,
Yeah.
Humans are hey, maybe the snarling underground former elves are here to help.
No. So, anyway, moving on.
So, then they go... Well, Felicity breaks up with Ray. Then they use Ray's jet to go to Nanda Parbat.
And they dump Felicity.
Why didn't Laurel go? And why didn't they?
Well, she was with the Flash episode. That's why.
No, I think if you really want to look.
There's no First off, my one gripe: why is Felicity there? Why are you bringing Felicity?
Because she wants to.
What's the point?
She wants to make sure Arrow's okay.
So it's dangerous. Second off, you're not going to tell Roy. I mean, maybe they have no contact with him or whatever, but you're not going to tell Roy at all. Granted, I know he left and contracts his up aside. It's his girlfriend that's dying.
Yeah.
No Roy. Felicity's there for some reason, because, that's not her. That's not where she should be. And no Laurel.
Well, I think she just wants to be there for Oliver, because it's his sister.
But it's so dangerous. She shouldn't
here's
my
thought I'm saying. I think the reason why Oliver let Felicity actually go was, one, because they needed her to get onto the jet.
Yeah.
All right.
That's true.
Two, he's going in a peaceful manner. He also wants to give himself closure. And then I think they didn't tell Laurel because of the fact that they already have Malcolm Merlyn, who's not really happy with this. They have Felicity, who's not really happy with this. Why add bitch and moan Laurel to it?
Yeah.
That was Ollie's way of, making these things go as smoothly as possible.
Yeah. And 4, who doesn't like looking at Felicity?
That's
true.
Oof.
So the hair was down.
They get there, and then Ollie and Felicity got it on.
Well, you're forgetting the whole point when they dump Thea in the Lazarus Pit,
bring
her back to life, and she
I told you, she went there.
It was more of a snake hiss.
Yeah, it's true. It was.
It was a very Norman Osborn.
It was very
coming
Norman
out of
Osborn.
the Green Goblin gas.
Still going
yeah.
Yeah.
But she's fine. I mean, aside from the fact that she has no idea who anyone is and where.
Well,
she's
like
a 10-year-old. She was like, "Oh, I love you, Daddy. Oliver's dead."
I like the fact that
she's getting her shit back together,
right? Because the Lazarus Pit causes temporary insanity.
Yeah.
So I think they were taking some different twists on it too, which was fine.
No, they need to make her insane. If they don't make her insane, I'm gonna be a little pissed.
Well, she did go snake.
No, temporarily.
She's not gonna be constantly insane.
So literally, they show if you ever watch Batman the animated series,
I want it to be a little more longer lasting than we get it next season.
Well, here's the thing: in Batman the animated series, you saw Ra's al Ghul go into the Lazarus Pit, come out, kick some ass real quick, and Talia goes up and just, abusive slaps him right in the face, and that snaps him back too.
Speaking of Talia, when we're dropping Thea into the Lazarus Pit, there's some female priest.
That's not Talia.
No? I think it's Lady Shiva.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't.
Who is it?
They don't own the rights to Talia.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they don't.
That's dumb.
What was I gonna say?
Not?
So after Thea gets dumped in the green ooze, Ollie's supposed to give himself to the League, and Felicity, the best fucking part of the episode, Felicity goes up to Roz, and she's like, "This isn't happening. I'm not letting this happen. You can't take Ollie. And
we will go to war."
And he's just like, "Let me talk to her for a minute." And he goes on this awesome monologue about how he didn't have the chance to say goodbye to his loved ones when he got the opportunity to become the new Ra's al Ghul. And how she should be thankful that she actually gets this opportunity and to make the most of it. And then she just kind of it all sinks in, and she's like, "Holy shit, Ollie's gone." And this humanizes Ra's to
which I love.
He's so crazy, but he had this family that he loved and cared for, and then he had to just leave them, otherwise they would die. He did all of this, and then where along the line did he go wrong that made him so evil?
Yeah.
And it's it built up his character so high, and I really hope he's not gone at the end of the season. Last week we were like, we might get him into season 5 season 4. Sorry. Season 4, and I wasn't about it. I was like, I like when they wrap it up with a nice little neat little bow when it comes to a TV season.
I think this season's gonna bleed into the
Please
season.
Spill over. He is fantastic.
And I would absolutely be okay with even there's no wrap up for him.
Yeah.
Simple, but not in a prison or gone away or something like that. He can just go away. He for some reason lets Oliver out of the League. It doesn't have to be clean.
Yeah.
It can be we know that he's out there. But right now, he has not declared war on us.
Yeah. So
we can see Ollie kill him at the end of the season, and then everything's all well and good. But then you see Nyssa carry him into the Lazarus Pit. Right. Please, something like that. Bring him back.
So I mean,
you act like he's already gone.
No, I know he's gonna be gone.
So I would love, in my little head, I know you said they don't have the rights for Talia, but in my little world, the best way to finish up with Ra's al Ghul would be Oliver's gone out of the League. He negotiates it, and you have Ra's sitting there, you know, like talking to himself almost, and then you see a woman come in and say, you know, Father, you know, you had this guy, blah, 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 and he's like, I thought he would have been perfect. I thought he was going to be my heir, and all I want her to say is, you know, I found someone else that is more worthy of you in a dark city or something like that, and be like a cool little
nod to Batman,
a cool little nod to Batman, because we know Ra's is the Batman villain.
Yeah.
You know, and
but well,
after all that,
getting back on track, we have
Felicity.
Well, they finally banged. They banged.
Yeah,
again.
It was really softcore porn for the CW. There was like some underboob going on.
Dude, I was ready for that camera to cut away at any point.
Like
anytime was like perfect for them to cut away, and then it was like Felicity's like orgasm face, and I was like, you can keep rolling.
I thought they were gonna cut away when you see him like pick her up and walk to the bed. I thought that was gonna be him walking out of frame.
Yeah,
and that was it. But then all of a sudden he's on the bed. I'm like, oh damn.
Yes. Yeah. CW was like, let's give it to the horny nerds.
And then
so thanks. Then she tries to drug Oliver. Like, what are you gonna do?
She did.
Well, but she tries to sneak him out, and it's like, what are you gonna do? You can sneak him out.
That drug sedated like superpowered Thea. Like, how strong is that drug? Like, he just gives it to Oliver, dies. Like there's no way.
And I love the very quick answer of like, when the commercial I was like, where did she get this drug from and everything? And then she like said it so fast as like
you could just miss it.
Yeah, like she's like, I got this from this thing, so we gotta escape.
I stole some of that powder that creepy priest lady used on Thea. I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do with it when I got it, but
Yeah, how did you know you were gonna completely lose your mind?
Now let's go. I'm like, okay, that explains it.
And they're like, shit, Felicity just had a stroke.
And then Maseo tries to help them, but then eventually Oliver comes through.
I want to chime in on Maseo. Maseo's talk with Diggle. Called it.
We all called it. We all knew that his son died.
We all called it.
And we still haven't seen it yet.
We haven't seen it yet. But
you guys were like, maybe
no sense.
You guys were like, maybe he's not dead, and I was like, nah, he's dead.
No, he's dead. And I love the fact how he talked about it in like, you know, in a real like sense of like, you know, a father talking about his son.
He's like, you haven't lost what I lost, and then he's like, what was your son's name? And he told him his son's name. He's like,
Akio.
He's like, would Akio be proud of you right now? And I was like, ooh, shit! Like, I felt real bad for Maseo, and Diggle was just like, well, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
Maseo helps him. Ollie comes too, comes out of the drug state. He's just like, no, I'm staying.
Yeah, he's just like,
he just gives the orders, like, no, don't do this.
Well, and again, I like
because he knows he can't.
He can't escape.
Yeah, right.
And then Maseo gives himself up. He's like, I betrayed you. You can kill me. And then he's like, no, the fact that you gave yourself up shows your loyalty.
And like he put his like, you know, whatever. I don't remember what they call Maseo in the league.
Yeah.
But he's like, it was Maseo Yamashiro that betrayed me, not yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But what I find so funny is that like they went into the catacombs, which it's Raz's place. He didn't know about his own things, so like how they would escape into.
No, he knew. That's why
he knew they were just doing it secretively.
Right. And I mean, the only weird thing though is like, well, how it's like, so who helped you? It's like, well, Merlin.
Like you need to piece that together. It's like, who helped you? It's like, is it the guy that was here with me for a long time, or is it somebody else I can never think of?
But okay, so
which also at the end of the episode, you kind of hate Malcolm Merlin a little bit more because you kind of get that feeling that like. He doesn't give a shit about Oliver, but like at the end, Thea's like crying over him, and he's just like, "We're free now. Yeah. They don't want to hunt me anymore." And you're just like, "Fucking Malcolm."
He was doing it all for himself.
Like, yeah, you're such a selfish asshole. Yeah. So
he hid in the shadows this whole time and let everybody do his dirty work.
Yep, exactly.
And then you get Ollie's induction ceremony into the league, where they brand the season logo of the arrow on his back.
They did the thing. Everybody.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Why the fuck is the arrow different this season?" That's why.
You know what? I feel like Oliver's back is becoming like a past timeline of like the whole series.
Like, where'd you get this from?
You have the dragon tattoo.
Oh, this is like season 2 over here. It's like, pretty sweet.
Season 3's here. Yeah.
It's like a passport on his back.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we always gloss over it, but the flashbacks are like real weird.
I don't understand it. What is the point of the flashback?
I think the point.
They're just very weak this season, and I've talked to some people who are like, "Oh, the flashbacks are great this season." Like, I don't think so. I think they're not that good at all.
I think the point of the flashbacks this season
show how strong that car is against that assault rifle,
the Mercedes tank. But I don't think it's to show Ollie's time in
It's to show the connection between Oliver and Maseo.
And to show it's all about Maseo's character.
Yeah.
I don't think it's about Ollie's.
It's to show him how he got up to the point where he can actually
right.
I want to know what that Omega shit is, but it's probably not going to be a good payoff. So I'm not.
The thing that because he's the Shreve is the general of the creature commandos, right?
Right.
That's what I'm thinking it is. I think it's something
that'll turn people.
That turns people like beasts or something like that.
That would be cool, but not very arrowy.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway,
I don't know.
More Agent Carter, if I remember.
It's more flashy.
Yeah. But anyway,
at the end we get this cool shot of Ollie in the League.
He looks evil as fuck.
Yeah.
And I
can't wait to see him in the Arrow finale.
And
it's gonna be awesome.
They break
him.
They're like Oliver Queen is dead. Or the Arrow's dead or something.
No, they say Oliver Queen is no more, to be reborn as Ra's al Ghul, but in the meantime, you are the Arrow,
a side name or whatever.
Asahir.
That was it. I was close.
Yeah, and then he looked, and in the preview, they like break all his character down and he becomes like evil.
Yeah.
Which is
but even just like,
in the preview, it looks like he might have to kill Diggle.
It's not gonna happen though.
I don't know.
I was waiting for when he was saying goodbye to Diggle. I was waiting for to say Diggle's full name and there would be a steward at the end of it. I'm sitting there going, "Come on, come on!" Meanwhile, my wife is looking at me like, "What the fuck are you?"
I love the Indiana Jones moment where like Maseo's like doing all this shit and fighting, and Diggle just goes,
yeah, shoots the guy. That was pretty sweet.
That was the greatest part. He's like, I ain't got time for this.
I love Diggle. If they kill him, they got rid of Roy, so they won't get rid of Diggle. They can't demolish Team Arrow.
You have to have a sidekick.
Yeah. Oh, Diggle's such a good sidekick.
So, I thought it was great this week. I thought it won the week. I thought it was the best of all the
Arrow definitely won the week
shows.
Well, so let's make it official. Who won the week, Steve?
Arrow.
Daredevil?
I
count it.
It's a whole season.
It's a whole season.
It counts.
Against one episode.
All of them count.
Check out our other reviews.
Can we edit Devin out of the whole video?
Just I am belong.
Check out our other reviews. Check out Game of Thrones. Check out Flash. Check out S.H.I.E.L.D. We were watching Arrow. We do have a Daredevil season review coming up. We also have our Luke Ray video.
Like and subscribe, do all that shit, please.
And we'll see you on our other videos.